Now it's recording. So it's actually.
Do I just look at the camera or do I?
Oh yeah, you can look at the camera.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor? Just like clap for me.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, clap. All right. Thank you. Okay. So go ahead and give us your name, year, and which scene actually you'll be doing.
I'm Marissa. I'm a fourth year. Hi, I'm Emi Yamasaki, and I'm a fourth year.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm a fourth year.
My name is Maximilian Einstein, but I go by Max.
Hi, my name is Tawny, and I'm a second-year biosci major, and my role for Tomo is co-cultural director.
My name is Momo, and I am the other co-cultural director.
Can you give start us off with a brief description of what CN is?
CN Cultural Night is pretty much a culmination of many performances celebrating Japanese American culture.
Basically, Cultural Night is just a way of us showing the Japanese American experience.
It consists of 5 different acts, which is Skit, Taiko, Tones, Modern, and Odori.
Between each act, each scene, we have various performances, like I mentioned.
For example, you have like Modern, where we have a bunch of our members learn dances. And then we have like the more traditional acts, such as Odori and Jodaiko.
Our sister club playing Taiko, traditional Japanese drumming. Throughout the entire night, we have a main performance, our skit or drama.
The skit mostly revolves around the Japanese American experience. So whether that be something related to Manzanar or something related to how Asian Americans are perceived in America and like identity and all that sort of thing.
And then we also have the grand finale at the end, which is just Stomps, a huge mix-up of all the acts combined.
Stomps is led by our cultural interns. It's like a final mashup at the end of Cultural Night. It's supposed to be like dedicated to our seniors to celebrate all their years in Tomo.
The CN acts I'm in are Modern 1, some of Modern 2, Tones, Skit, and some of Stomps.
I am doing, oh my gosh, wait.
Modern 1, Modern 2, Skit.
I am in Skit, Tones, Odori, and Modern.
I'm gonna be doing Modern 1 and 2, Tones, and Stomps.
Modern 1, Modern 2, Odori, Tones, and Stomps.
And you're also coordinating for Modern, right?
Yeah, I'm also a Modern 1 chord, and I'm also the senior chord for Senior Stomps.
Stomps.
Modern 1, Modern 2, Odori, and a good chunk of Stomps.
Is that it? I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have to say what we do?
Yeah.
What do we do, Tony?
So as cultural directors, we're in charge of organizing all the acts and making sure the practices run smoothly. So we do everything from booking the Barclay and the ARC for practices and attending all of the weekly practices.
Why did you decide to participate in CN this year?
Well, I like performing in general. Yeah, I think like just being able to dance on stage and that kind of stuff is a lot of fun. Last year I was also in CN, but I only did Modern 2 because I didn't know too much of what CN really was because I'd never seen a CN before. I really wished that I could do more and participate more in CN, which is kind of why I wanted to like venture out into different acts.
I think partially just because like I like performing or like especially like the dance stuff I really enjoy doing. But I think the other half of it is just like CN practices are a good way to like come out and stay active in Tomo and meet new people and kind of like get to know people better as well. So I think, yeah, those are the 2 main reasons.
Okay. Yes, right.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm a 4th year, and I'm one of the Tones chords this year.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm also a 4th year, and I'm the other Tones chord this year.
Both of us were in CN last year. I was in Tones as well last year, but then Sandy was in Skit.
Yep. We both really enjoy singing at our house. We're actually roommates, but we really enjoy singing. And we just had a lot of new ideas that we want to implement for Tones.
I mean, Tones is basically one giant karaoke session, so we thought it'd be fun just to do it as well.
I'm gonna choose race dance.
First question is, why did you decide to do Tomo?
Funny story. At the beginning of the year, I tried out for an a cappella group and I like completely bombed it. And so Tones is like kind of a way for me to warm up and like learn how to sing better for a cappella auditions next year if I wanted to do it.
I always loved singing. Singing was a part of me that was like, it's really fun, and I thought that Tones was a great place to just reflect that part of me. I just love the environment that everyone's in. Everyone's so lively, everyone's having fun whenever they're practicing. It's just a general great environment, a great time, to be honest.
This is weird, but like I kind of like that it's really late at night. I feel like during the day, I kind of get bored, and having something to do at night is just really nice. Another thing is that I think it might be one of like the biggest scene acts, like with the most amount of people, and so it's just like an easy way to connect and see everybody from Toronto.
What kind of things do you have to think about when you're like choosing the song?
So we were shown the skit, like the script, before Tones started, so we can kind of see the vibe and the emotion of the scenes that Tones would be in between, because we wanted to match with what we were showing in skit. And then so based on what was going on in the script, we had a couple of songs in mind that were with that emotion. So for example, for the first Tones song, it was like a very exciting moment in the skit. So we wanted to choose some exciting songs that were like making people match what we were feeling in skit. So we chose a handful, and then we let the people in Tones vote on it.
So, now that you guys have the lyrics down, Alex and I kind of wanted to add some pizzazz, movement, you may say,
To make sure everyone is having a good time.
Yeah, so just match the energy of the songs. But also we wanted to add some choreo. So
basically, anytime they say good time, good time. Oh, you don't have to if you're down to get down tonight. Cause it's always a good time. Yeah!
Can we try that part? Okay, sing together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. Cause it's always a good time. Much better. Much better. But yeah, that was much better. It looked a lot better too, and sounded better. Okay, do you want to practice Peifa? Okay.
Where has the time gone? Right arm in front of left arm.
Your right arm should be in the front.
Left arm goes. From the beginning of the chorus. So I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spend on you. Where have the times gone? Maybe it's all wrong.
What is your guys' favorite thing about going to practice?
My favorite thing about going to practice? Singing with my homies like Kai.
Yeah, our duo is pretty fun.
Our duo is pretty
when we
crazy.
got it, I was so nervous, but like with you up there with me, and we're just doing dumb stuff.
Dumb stuff. Yeah. Like I'm still nervous, honestly, but it's a good time.
Yeah, me too.
My favorite thing about Tones practice is listening to Charlotte 2 and Christian Umemura rap for Payphone. It's so good every time, and every time it's like perfect. Like I rarely ever hear them mess up, like ever.
Man, freak that stuff. I'll be out spending all this money while you're sitting around wondering why it wasn't you came up.
How are you guys feeling about your Tones solo?
I'm excited. I was doing a karaoke. I was like rapping at karaoke, and then Sandy and Alex told me that I should audition for the rap solo, and I did. And now I'm rapping.
Honestly, I feel like rap's more fun. My singing's okay, but I feel like rapping's a lot better for me, more fun. I said that twice already.
Wish I go away, got what you was looking for. Now it's me who they want, so you can go and take that little piece of shh with you.
I think that just coordinating for tones is really rewarding because we get to see everyone, see them just having fun, enjoying the songs, and we also play games or do other things that are related to singing. So we just get to see them having a good time. I think it's also rewarding because we kind of see everything come together. Starting, we might not sound as good or as synchronized because we're still learning the lyrics or the melody. But then as time progresses, everyone sings more harmoniously and it just sounds a lot better. So it's just very rewarding in that way for me. Nice! That looked really good and sounded really good. Okay, so I think today will be the last official tones practice, which is, yeah, you can celebrate, yay! Alex, anything to say? Yeah, that sounded really good.
What is your previous CN experience?
So my first year, I prepared for CN, but we didn't have a CN that year. My second year was all online, so we did not have a cultural night. But third year, I was doing Modern 1, Modern 2, and Jodaiko. Personally, I like two things, like performing and using my body for stuff. And so I feel like Modern 1 let me like move a lot, and Jodaiko obviously is like a big performing side. So those were the acts that I enjoyed the most. This year I'm not in Jodaiko because of time constraints. Last year was kind of busy trying to graduate on time, so yeah.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
My name's Kyoko Watari. I'm a third year and I'm here for Jodaiko. So Jodaiko is UCI's taiko ensemble. Taiko is traditional Japanese drumming. Jodaiko translates into passionate drumming. So what we are as a club is a collegiate taiko group. You know, we take our own spin on traditional drumming and make songs our own with a lot of passion. So a typical practice would usually span from 3 to 4 hours at night. We come together starting at around 6 p.m. In the beginning, we stretch together, we do some light conditioning to get stronger together as a group, and then we'll usually do drills together so that our taiko playing looks uniform and clean together. And since we have varying levels of skill throughout the group, we'll split off into our respective levels and practice different songs. And then after that, we'll come together, usually play in front of each other, sometimes just have fun. Yeah, that's typically how our practices look.
What is your favorite thing about practice?
Definitely learning new songs. Jodaiko has a lot of songs and just repertoire that we can learn and play for performing as well. And it's just really interesting to see what people have come up with over the years and how we can potentially expand upon them with our own music.
I've always had a love for music and instruments, and I've always felt like there needed to be some sort of enrichment other than academics in school, and so I wanted to carry that through to college with me. And when I found out that Jodaiko existed on campus, I really wanted to join. I like learning our songs and repertoire and everything as well, but I think it's the people in the club that really make the club special, and it's what makes the club what it is.
I don't think I would have joined Jodaiko if it was not for Manny. I think my sentiments are similar to Manny's reasoning, where we both love music and we were hoping to find something similar in college. We were both in marching band in high school, so yeah, music has been a big part of my life, and I wanted to continue that.
My favorite thing about practices, I'd say, is just like being able to be with everybody, you know, because sometimes class is stressful, you know, work like that. So it's been really fun just to be able to de-stress and have fun with other people, my good friends.
Yeah. Next question is, why did you decide to join Jodaiko?
I decided to join Jodaiko because I initially was a band kid in high school, and I was looking for an outlet to kind of fulfill that once I got into college, but I didn't want to do exactly band. I wanted to try something new, and it just so happened to be that rhythm and like drumming in general was kind of a weak spot for me in high school, so I wanted to, try something new and venture into something I never did before, and Taiko was the perfect opportunity to do that.
And how long have you been in Taiko?
This is my second year.
And how do you like it so far?
I love it. I love the community, the collegiate taiko community. I love the people in Jodaiko. I love the opportunities that it has given me too. It's given me a chance to learn how to plan something like a lot bigger than myself. So it's been so fun.
So, executive decision has been made. I was taught that Oroshi we do this, but for APAR we do this. So we're gonna do this. Don't. So you're in like this like Naruto running position type thing. You know what I'm saying? None of this. I'm seeing some of this.
We're gonna do the same thing again. No one did anything wrong. When you do your solos, no kuchi shoga. The reason being is because I want everyone to practice counting and not relying on hearing when the soloists stop. And try not to count out loud either during this part, because everyone should be keeping track that it's 2/8 counts, and they should. So I want kuchi shoga for star pattern. Do kon, don sit, do kon, silent. And then when we come back in, do kon, sit.
Okay, I give you 2 G's and you help them.
About practice, just getting to like we ki, we like shout. It's just nice feeding off the energy of everyone in the room, especially when like it's a long day of classes or something. You just get to unwind. I decided to join taiko because when I was like little, I saw like the taiko drummers at the Obon. I thought that was really cool, so I kind of wanted to do that. And then when I got to college, I transferred this year. I wanted to try and get more in touch with my roots, so I joined Tomo and I joined Jodaiko, and then it was also just a good way to make friends.
One big thing for me is just being able to improve. Going to practice and just feeling like it was a hard day, but feeling like I progressed gives me a lot of satisfaction.
If that is all, we will now take a lot. Also, come in. Stay.
What's your favorite thing about going to practice?
My favorite part of going to practice is just being able to because basically practices are just hanging out with your friends, and when you're dancing, you make silly little mistakes and do silly little things on the side, and I feel like that's one of the most fun parts about CN is definitely the practices. I think one of the best things about CN in general is getting to see all of your hard work that you put in throughout the year, on stage in a really professional production, and it's a really fulfilling thing to be part of.
We don't have a lot of time.
Hi, I'm Minami. I'm a third-year music major, and I'm choreographing the Modern 2 couples piece.
Hi, hello, my name is Hannah Zhang. I'm a third-year Biz Econ major, and I'm choreographing for Modern 2, the very first dance, Gila Gila by A-Witch. Modern is the dance portion of our cultural night. We have Modern 1 and Modern 2. Modern 1 is more of this more easier dances, and it's more beginner friendly, while Modern 2 is a little more advanced.
And Modern 2 usually has the couples piece, but I think this year we have couples piece in both Modern 1 and Modern 2, so I think that's really fun.
Well, I got asked by the cultural directors Tanya Momo because I used to dance in high school.
For me, I'm choreographing with my friend Minami. We were both cultural last year, so we just wanted to contribute to CN in some way this year too. So we decided to choreograph.
One strike, two strikes, 3 times, collaborative punchline, you say bye.
So to be honest, we really needed a modern chord for Modern 1. I thought, like, I think I'll be able to do it. It's just for fun. It's Modern 1. Like, it'll be a good time. Yeah, and, like, I also wanted to, like, give back to, like, my Tomo community because I feel like last year the chords did such a good job, and I thought, like, oh, kind of as a senior and, like, as a cab member, oh, like, maybe it's, like, my turn to kind of step up.
Yeah, so during that part, during this 8 count, is when you guys are going to be forming that line. And then that's when the people on the wings are going to come in.
What is your favorite thing about practice?
So my favorite thing about coming to practice is, since I'm new to Tomo, just meeting everybody was my favorite part because they included me and welcomed me fresh into like me graduating. It was like if I already knew them, So just getting to dance with them is definitely my favorite part of coming to practice.
I think it's just learning with everyone at the same time and us kind of like forgetting the moves but correcting each other. So it's like a build on each other experience that we're all like learning together, and it's something that's not school related, so that's also really cool.
Wait, can you like get behind him and do it?
Wait, what leg for the
First is right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, going to ignite, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You like make your arms a little bit more fluid and like throw it over.
My favorite thing about practice is me and my Tomo friends come to Modern and learn challenging choreo. We really step out of our boundaries and our comfort zones to learn these dances, and it's really been fun.
1 and 2, 3, 4. And then it's 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4.
I joined Modern because I used to be a cheerleader and I wanted to get back into dancing because I've just been sitting on my butt. My favorite part about Modern is that like we normally see everybody like at meetings and everything. Coming to Modern practices is like a good way to like see everybody just laid back and doing something different.
We're gonna do this a couple times. I'm just gonna clean transitions after this one.
Do it.
It was a little bit difficult trying to come up with formations and dances because usually what I did is I had like a set amount of people and I would like choreograph for them. But what the difference about like Tomo is like you don't know how many people are going to be in your dance. You kind of have to have like a base of the dance and then like you go in and teach them and then like figure things out from there. So that was an interesting part to experiment with.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Remember, you guys are coming up on the first one, and then you guys are coming up on the second one, yeah? Do we know what we're talking about? You guys know what we're talking about? Yep. The first one, yeah? So it's like forward circle, yeah? Boom, boom. And we go into the ha. Can we go to that formation? Right on. Everybody right on? Ha.
My favorite thing about Modern practice is just going over the dance and learning the new moves and whatnot. I think it's also fun to just kind of like communicate with the other people dancing and then just seeing everybody do their dances, and then like when they do it really well, it looks super good.
I think just creating a piece with like a lot of people coming together, especially seeing the final piece, it's like, I don't know, it's really cool seeing it all come together.
It's a really fun experience. There's a lot of practices and takes up a good amount of time, but I think you can get really close to the people in Tomo.
I think like doing the acts, it's very easy to like build friendships because you see these people like weekly. So it's a very good way if you want to like make new friends, make new connections. And although it's like a really long process and it's like a lot of time each week, I feel like once you guys perform and see like the outcome, you're gonna be like really happy and really like
it'll all be worth it.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
What would you say is both your favorite part about doing practice and also like the hardest thing?
My favorite part would just be seeing everyone. You know, without CN practices, I feel like I'd only see some of these people once a week. CN is kind of like a way to make it a routine to see people over and over again. So that's like one of my favorite parts about it. I think the hardest part is just having to practice, I guess, or like keep working at it, because at the end of the day, like we are putting on this like really big show for everyone to show off like Japanese American and Japanese culture. So there's like a little bit of pressure behind that, I think, to kind of make everything come together and look good.
We'll just go from the beginning, and it's almost like pop quiz. Let's see what happens. Let's start. Hi!
So Odori is basically a Japanese style dance. Each year we have like different choreography and stuff, but it all goes back to like a traditional style. And also we dress very traditionally as well in like yukata and stuff. And I think it really has like a big contrast when you compare it to like Modern 1 and Modern 2, because there's a lot more foundation that we need for those movements.
This year I'm in Odori. I did Odori because I was also in Odori last year, and I thought it was really fun to wear the yukatas on the day of, and I think it's just like really pretty to look at.
I'm also in Odori, and I did it last year. It was really hard for me, but after picking it up, I realized that it's like a really beautiful act you can be in, and seeing it come together on stage was really nice.
Cool, nice job. Yay. For the movements with the arms, I want to see a little bit more like openness, like these movements. I think you can put a little higher right now. It feels a little bit occasionally like I'm doing taiko, which we talk about T-Rex taikoing, where it's just like you're only moving from this. Kind of similar. Open up a little, like especially these movements. So think of like if your elbows are here, don't stick your elbows by your side and just kind of have this. You want to think up front, a little bit more open movement. Each knee, go, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where it is, sorry. So this should be starting with the left. Left, oh right, yeah, that's right. Okay, that's why I said it opposite. One more time. Sorry, I was like overall something looked off, and I wasn't sure what. Each knee, go, get.
I joined Odori because it stood out of all the acts because it is more traditional. I've done hip-hop and ballet before, but this was entirely new for me.
I thought it would be more of like Bon Odori style, like at the Japanese summer festival kind of thing. It's a little bit different, but I still like it. I mean, I like the fans.
I would say it compares, like it really lets you appreciate like still moments. Like when we do a big pose, it's really beautiful on stage, so I can't wait to see how it looks like with the lights and the costumes.
I feel like when most people say like Japanese festival, matsuri, all that sort of things, the two things that stand out to me are Odori and Taiko. So I feel like having those two acts in CN really give off that Japanese cultural vibe, in my opinion.
So those parts like, you know, looking up and out a little bit more. I think the only other thing now is it seems like everybody has the movements good. So this time now you just have to like commit, because occasionally, especially those parts where it's like being held or like you're waiting for something else to happen, I feel like occasionally I see the like, whether it's the actual head or not, or the eyes that are like it's pretty obvious on stage if that happens. So That's what it's important.
First question is, why did you decide to join Odori?
Because the people talked about dancing like a cool samurai, and I want to be a cool samurai.
Do you feel like a cool samurai?
No. But I feel like a beautiful Sakura lady, which is equal, I guess.
I did ballet for 15 years, so I wanted to try a different style of dance. And since I studied Japanese culture for 6 years, I just wanted to try something new.
And just as a follow-up question, how is Odori compared to ballet?
It requires a lot of control in different ways than ballet does. I especially feel my legs after every practice because it's so challenging.
It's turning 20. I can't see your face because of the fan.
I'm not too good, in my opinion, at like dancing. Like I'd say I'm okay. It's definitely not like my strong suit, I'd say. So it's definitely like putting myself outside of my comfort zone, I guess.
You still enjoy doing dance though? Even though you're
Yeah,
not good
it's
at it?
fun, even though it is hard. I enjoy it, so that's why I continue doing it.
That's good to hear.
Since you're in both Odori and modern, is there like any difficulty you have with one or the other? Maybe like switching between the styles, anything at all?
I think because they're so different, it's not too difficult to switch between them.
So for me, Odori, I have no previous experience doing like any sort of traditional dances. I guess like the closest thing you could say to that was doing taiko, like in a weird way. You need a lot of good basics in order to get good at everything else. So I feel like for Odori, I really tried to focus on like basics and making sure everything was where they needed to be, like where I'm looking, where my hands are, like how my hands are shaped.
But I think like for somebody who's maybe just starting out, it might be difficult because there's a lot of like technical things you have to remember, especially with Odori, in terms of like how you like move your hands or like where your feet are positioned.
It kind of reminds me of like marching band kind of, but with a lot more like technical and like small movements. When I was in band, there wasn't very many small movements. It's like a big thing, so I wasn't used to that. And it's also really slow paced, so it's sometimes a little difficult for me.
I feel like I enjoy Modern 1, Modern 2 more, the dance style more, but in terms of like overall performance, like when we're in full costume and stuff, the yukata are pretty cool.
I like the fact that it's something I've never tried ever before, so it's very fun to like learn new things, and I want to see my like parents and family's reactions to the performance that I've put together until now.
Anything else? I'll send out another. I think one of the first emails I sent like what to wear at the show and not, and what to leave home, all that stuff. But I'll send another email for that. I think that's it. Cool. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, I'm glad everybody practiced at home. Doing great. See you all next week. Hey. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you.
Hardest part of being in CN, like just all the acts that I'm in, is definitely like the time commitment. Like every night of the week, I have something for CN. Like Monday is like Modern and Tones, Tuesday Stomps, Wednesday Skit, Thursday Tomo. It's a big time commitment, but it's I know it's gonna be worth it, and I enjoy going to all the practices, so there's no problem. Well, I was in CN last year, and last year I only did Modern 2 and Tones. Oh, I'm also doing Tones. But last year I kind of saw that Skit was like a really big part of it, and it's kind of like the little play that plays throughout. And so this year I really wanted to be a larger, like part of a larger part of the whole cultural night, and especially since I'm on cab, it gives me like a chance to try things that I don't normally try. Like being in Skit, I don't normally act, but like acting in Skit is so fun. And then I don't dance either, but dancing in both moderns, it's like giving me a lot of experience, and it's just fun to try new stuff.
You can't become more Japanese. You just are.
I'm Callie Kishi. I graduated class of 2021, and I'm this year's Skit director, chord, writer.
My name is Grant Yamamoto. I am also an alumni. I graduated 2022, and I'm also a Skit director / writer.
The theme of CN this year is Ibasho, which in Japanese roughly translates to like a place where you can be yourself. And we got that from the skit.
So our skit is set in a modern day university. It's about 2 transfer students. Taylor Onishi is a 5th generation Japanese American, and he kind of wants to find a new place in this like new world. Like this is their first time going to school away from home as a transfer student. They kind of butt heads because Gen is introduced as a 1st generation Japanese American, and he kind of wants to honor his cultural heritage and roots as he like makes a place for himself.
They both kind of don't know that there is a specifically Japanese American community. They are both coming from a different culture, and they're learning that they are in fact now Japanese American, and trying to fit into that community in which they belong.
So our main theme is about like identity and finding community, that it's kind of a very personal journey for yourself, and no one can really take away like your unique experiences and upbringing and culture. And that's how our 2 main characters kind of understand each other throughout the plot.
Undergrads in computer sciences or Wix? It's so good. That is like really cool, man. Teacher program for CS students. Oh my god, dude, I don't.
Wow, that sounds so fun.
Yeah. Whatever.
Well, last year I did CN because I was trying to get more involved. Just seeing everyone like kind of on a daily basis and getting to know people was really fun for me. And then this year, I just wanted to have a larger role than the year before, which kind of ended up being the main role. I don't know. I kind of like being the star of the show. Not to be like all egotistical or anything.
You seen Cece by chance? I haven't seen her around.
Cece, I think she left early to go to a corn convention in LA. I'm not really sure. I just know she's all about corn.
Oh, I like corn, I guess.
I joined Skit because I've seen past cultural nights, and I was always like, wow, that's so cool. But I joined Tomo like late, but like after practices had already started, so everything was closed already. So this year I was like, all right, now's my time, I'm coming out. My favorite thing is like going from acting to not acting. So especially being the conflicting character, being able to go from super serious and like yelling to being friends like literally 2 seconds later. I always think that's hilarious. That's my favorite thing.
I'm still Japanese.
Get real, Taylor.
Casey, what the
Michael's like
I think one of my favorite parts is definitely seeing how everyone kind of adapts and kind of grows with their character, because definitely when we were first doing like the first couple of practices, everyone's still kind of getting a feel of, how much they're willing to express and, how it kind of fits their character, and kind of seeing all that progress and looking how people are right now, just a little bit before TN. It's been really cool to be able to witness that entire journey.
TN has the weirdo minion. Now there's a fan club for a loser named Joey.
Who?
Joey, you literally.
Listen here, Trump, I don't want to hear you say Joey's it again, or else you'll have to deal with the pack.
Too slow again. Hamburgers, parties, sports, extra large, everything.
But we were just better. Did I mention how many points we
I'm just glad you could tell I've been practicing shooting my shot.
Joey, leave her, boy!
So I decided to join Skit this year because I just enjoy acting. It was a lot of fun last year. I think I enjoy the challenge of trying to memorize all these lines, and I also love being in front of an audience and entertaining people, obviously. And also, it's just a fun time during Skit practices. Just watching the other people act is also really funny.
Okay, Charlotte says,
Oh my god, guys, they're new!
Ali says, and then Ryan says,
Wait, you gonna watch the winner? The cool guy named you, Joey, leave her, boy!
and then I think you guys can scream his name.
When we're standing off to the side, should we still be like doing stuff?
You guys can just be silently interacting with each other.
He's headed to our booth!
Who?
Only 3 times the Piano Hot Stuff winner, the coolest guy in NSU, Joey Lieber, boy!
For Joey! for Joey's fans,
since it's the first time we're meeting Joe, you guys can feel free to go like crazy in this scene, just so that like it's really apparent that he's really cool.
That he's him.
Yeah.
Himmy.
Yeah. And then is it clear where you guys are cheering now, or is there still?
Anyway, I gotta go now, but I'll see you guys later. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Comments?
I think the girls can be louder. Because I can only hear those two.
What do you think?
Joey.
I think, yeah, they could be louder.
Cheer for me, Well, like I felt like it was awkward when I was going to say "Give me a second, ladies." It was just like silent or something.
Yeah. Okay.
well, like I don't know. Well, like before I say it, it was silent.
Like if it's already quiet, you don't need to tell him.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe while you guys are he's taking a photo, you guys kind of giggle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's taking a photo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's taking a picture with us. Oh my god.
Give me a second, ladies.
Okay.
My most favorite moment is honestly just coming to practice every week, seeing the same faces. At any Tomo meeting every Thursday, it's hard to talk to as many people as you want because of the sheer amount that you see. So being able to just meet up, talk to the same people every week at these practices is pretty nice and refreshing. It's like a closer knit group within Tomo.
But I think he's just lost. And from what I can tell, so are you, Mr. Taylor.
Boss. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it really that obvious? Yeah.
A little better.
Keep going.
Is it really that obvious?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I lost it.
No way.
Okay. Yeah.
What is it like being a skit coordinator?
You know, honestly, it's pretty tiring work. There are all these guys who refuse to learn their lines, and it's really ticking me off because we put a lot of work into this skit, and the fact that they just cannot get their lines down after so many weeks is just really so frustrating.
You should start with your line.
Do you really hate Gen?
No, that's not it.
Wait, which one?
But I think he's just lost.
Oh, okay. Maybe. But I think he's just lost. And from what I can tell, so are you, Mr. Taylor.
Lost? I don't know what you're talking about. Is it really that obvious?
Yeah. Tell me this, Taylor.
The day of, like in the Barclay, all the lights are off, and the only lights are the ones that are pointing at you. So I feel like even if you wanted to look out into the audience, it's just going to be dark. You won't have to worry about stage fright.
Yeah. And hopefully, if you guys are like me, the very first time I was in it, I was nervous all the way up until my first line. I said even just the first bit of my first line, I'm like, oh yeah, it's autopilot. I've been doing this for months. So that's why, we drill these practices so often. Each week for however long we've been doing this, like it will come to you. So anything that you're feeling natural about now will likely feel natural on stage.
It's like, say like, a line is like 20, and then the crowd is laughing, and then you actually say your line while they're laughing. Is it better to stop and then wait and then continue, or just barrel through it and just hope they can hear you?
Usually if they're laughing, I just pause for the laughter, and then continue.
But if you like already started your line, should you just keep going? Or should you like stop?
I think it's better if you wait and then just say your line over again.
Yeah. If you have to restate, that's probably better, especially if it's an important line. You don't want someone to miss something and just be lost. So if there is laughter, like they're gonna kind of understand it's not a real conversation.
And it's pretty funny when if you start over and wait for laughter and then keep going. I think it's funny.
First of all, can we thank Brandon and Matt for coming out tonight? Yeah, good job today. We'll see you tomorrow night. Just still review your lines, practice them, just go over it so you're really prepared for Sunday.
I hope you guys are really excited. A lot of work has been put in. Just 2 more long days, and then it's all done. Push to the end. It's gonna be great.
Ali.
on me, skit on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Why did you guys decide to become cultural directors?
Last year we interned as cultural interns and we really enjoyed like everything from CN to J-Infos. So we really wanted to take over the position and just learn like the behind the scenes and help out as much as we can.
It was also really nice to see how everyone in Tomo came together to work towards a successful CN, and we really wanted to be a part of that as cultural directors this year.
I also really enjoyed like watching people like work together in their acts and like become friends in their acts, and I think it just brought everyone together like under Tomo as well.
Here. Let's see. So Michael. Yeah. It is almost 11 o'clock. Who are we missing?
Lauren Kawashima. Melina. Max Einstein.
Max Einstein? No. Not the lead of the show. He's not here on time. Alright, Michael, what are we doing today?
This is our first CN run through. Right now we're just checking people in, but we're gonna get started soon.
Put your stuff down, spread out. We're gonna stretch.
Are you nervous?
I'm excited. I'm nervous that that ball's gonna pop on the fan.
It's probably gonna pop. We're at our first CN run through. How are you feeling?
I feel tired, but like I'm ready, you know?
Yeah?
Easy, except for modern. I don't know modern yet.
Okay.
I feel great, not gonna lie. It's kind of early in the morning for me. I'm a little tired. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Are you nervous about your any of your lines or anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going over it right now in my head as we speak.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't forget any.
Okay.
Fine.
All right. Thank you.
Bang bang.
I think we're here for the same goal, making CN like really good. And yeah, really good. Just stay focused and have fun, but not too much fun.
Hope you guys are excited for today. It's going to be a long day. Again, just a reminder, just remember to act professionally. Let's try to stay quiet. We need to give out instructions for ninjas and for you guys as well. So the quieter we can be, the better, so we can get you that information. We're going to go through kind of the entire CN. I guess the first act is technically Jodaiko, but they're not here, so we're not going to do that. But this whole first half of the day is mostly for ninjas. It's also for you guys too, but not as much.
So Ninja Master is just kind of a fun way to say I'm the ninja coordinator. Ninjas are stage ninjas, the people who are moving the props around stage and making sure that all of the tables and all the smaller things like the cups and stuff get on and off the stage really quickly, especially in a big production like this where we don't have that much time. As Ninja Masters, I'm just in charge of making sure all the ninjas know which prop they're assigned to, where it's supposed to be on the stage, and the general layout of every scene. And that's just a very simplified version of what I do. And it's a little bit stressful day of because I'm acting in a lot of the scenes, so I can't be directing. So I just have to hope that the instructions I leave are clear enough and detailed enough so that if there's any hiccups, it can be kind of resolved quickly and by the ninjas themselves. Day of, your name is going to be written on a certain prop, like a table, a chair. Your job is basically to get that prop into place and then get the hell off stage as quickly as possible. This year we're very, very pressed on time. I can't emphasize this enough. Last year we were not fast enough and we were doing things in under a minute. So that's the kind of rhythm we need to keep up.
Down south, hood baby, make all the girls go crazy, go crazy.
Go stupid. You smart like an A+ student. Right now, looking for your love right now. La 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 la. Up, down, all around. Turn my stomach upside down. La la la. I found your hit.
I was gonna go check out the involvement first. You wanna come with? There's this Japanese photo I checked out.
Love that. Sure.
yeah, brother. Everyone should come watch. It's gonna be a movie. My eyes are on the prize, and that prize is winning. You know, the wise man once said, you ain't first, you're last. Shout out Ricky Bobby.
Well, if we want to have any chance of winning, we gotta get to those chicken wings. Looks like they're almost running out. Race it there.
I will win!
Everybody going, oh. No. Oh! Everybody going to stop. Break the wall. Hey! Yeah, you like killing this
Joey. Listen here, buddy. And everybody here.
And the lights on.
Max Einstein, I know you have a lot of I know you have a lot of scenes.
A lot of the scenes are waiting for you to change. Yeah. So change fast.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Find your outfits, like wear the same pants as much as you can.
Yeah, no, it's because like sometimes there was not much space to change and so I had to wait. Yeah, but I should be fine on the day of. I'll have everything in line.
Oh, ninjas, when you're moving the table, like I said, don't drag it on the floor. And like try to make as little noise as possible because it's really loud when everyone else is quiet and like you guys are the only one with noise.
And then, like, actors don't like discuss your things on stage.
Yeah, also in general, if you're mic'd up, do not talk because like right now you're not actually mic'd up, so it doesn't feel as real, but it's gonna become a habit, so just do not talk when you have a mic on.
Good job today, guys. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Give yourselves a you know, some hiccups here and there, but for the most part, good job. You know, trying to fix it and keep going with the production, especially if things like fall down or like Adam, his mic fell off, just kept going with it. That's good. So yeah, just good practice for the show. So keep doing that. The whole thing, like costume changes and mics, all that stuff is really kind of starting to understand a little bit better, and it's kind of just getting muscle memory right now.
Is there anything you're potentially like nervous about in regards to the actual CN night?
Yeah, everything, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared I'm gonna choke, mess up, make a fool of myself. Since I'm doing so much, sometimes I'm like, am I doing too much? Did I like put too much on my plate that like I'm not gonna be able to execute it? But I think that just comes with practice. So I think I should be fine and I'll execute.
Is that Gen Goto?
Oh, hey, Joseph. It's Joseph. I'm gonna see you. First.
Man, it's been a while for you. Ooh, too slow.
Corey just sucks.
Right, yeah, so anyway, we were talking, and I think we came up with a couple ideas.
Ideas for what?
Get you closer to CC7. All these guys who refuse to learn their lines is really ticking me off because we put a lot of work into this skit. And the fact that they just cannot get their lines down after so many weeks is just really so frustrating.
Hey, lights on. I just can't focus. Come on, Taylor, focus.
Taylor, is that you? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, don't worry about me, Joey. I'm just thinking of work.
Anyways, you check out any other clubs at UIF again? To be honest, you want to check out the anime one.
If it were an anime club, it would definitely be Dub. JA, or like just. You know what to do.
Man, freak that song. Sitting around wondering why it wasn't you. Came up from nothing, made it from the bottom. Now when you see me, I'm stunning. And all of my concert with the push of a button. Telling me had changes, I blew up or whatever you call it. So she never my
Wait, Sid, why are you here? Coming through!
Thanks for coming back. How's grad life treating you? Oh, you know me. Veterinarian school is super fun. Someone's got to take care of the dogs.
Day 2 of run through. What do you guys think?
You know, first run through, not the best, you know. Second run through, we brought it back, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if that was on stage, I'd be proud of myself. Good enough for me, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But the second half was much better. I was very happy with my second half.
How are you guys feeling? After? Yeah?
Yeah, you know, now we got Wednesday practice too, because some bozos be messing up. Ain't me, I'm perfect, so.
Make sure to clean everything up and practice a lot, but you guys look pretty good.
Well, one thing for modern, don't mouth the lyrics while you're dancing. And for toes, the front row can look a little more like they can move their body a little more. Other than that, I think we're okay. Do you guys have
Alright, next up we have actual cultural with cultural night information.
Hi, CN is literally this Sunday, so if you don't have a ticket yet, I don't know what you're doing because all of you better be there. It's on Sunday and the doors open at 5 p.m. and the show starts at 6 p.m.
Oh wait, also, if you're wearing a mask, you're not going to be wearing a mask on the actual day of. So if you're like comfortable with it, take off your mask during like your performance today.
It's always a good time.
Oh, please, I'm eating a hot dog with it. The cool guy named you. Go lead, boys.
transition, we need to move a lot faster. I know we have a lot of like motion going on, but we still need to move fast. And then this goes for all acts. Once you guys are getting off stage, the corridors on the side are really narrow and small, and the skit people need to go around to change. So if you're getting off stage on either tones or modern, we need you guys to kind of make a pathway so that the skit people can get out first. Got it?
I think you and this club are the ones who need to learn some respect. What is your problem?
Making other people feel like they're less won't make you feel like you're more. There's never anything wrong with that from the beginning. You can't become more Japanese. You just are.
Lights off.
How are you guys feeling about your console alone?
Super confident. We got it. Like it's easy.
So now we know what she sounds like when she's lying, right? We suck. We are totally. We are done. We are done. It's over. Our careers are over.
I think this year's CN I'm a lot more involved than last year's. I'm really excited for Odori. It's like an act I've been wanting to do for a while. And we put a lot of work into it, so I think it'll look really nice.
And then how are you feeling about CN this year? It's going to be in like, what, 2-3 days?
Oh yeah, it's very soon. A little nervous, mostly excited though. Actually, I take it back. Not very nervous, just excited.
So are you guys nervous for CN at all?
Not at all.
No, okay, that wasn't a lie. I'm not nervous. I did this last year. I messed up on stage. It can't go worse.
Christian.
Yeah, just be prepared for rehearsal at the Barclay. It'll be really long, but we need to be there to like block and just get used to the Barclay stage before show time.
In the next 2 days, don't get sick. Take care of yourselves and like make sure that you're there on Sunday.
Yeah, we're also like not gonna be really looking for you because we're gonna have a lot of stuff to do. So be there or else oh well.
Be there and pay attention. Know when you have to come up.
Yeah, good job everybody today. On Sunday it's going to be a long day, but we really need to focus. You guys can be like talking and doing homework, whatever you need to. But if Tani and Momo are talking, listen to them. So yeah, just be there, be focused. See you Sunday.
Thanks guys.
Honestly, the hardest thing about CN, I think it's the days leading up to CN where we have run-throughs in the actual theater. You're kind of having to reblock everyone like for dances, and you're figuring out transitions like on the actual stage. At practices, you just are learning like the basic things of like what you want to be showing on the stage. But once you're there running through the entire CN on the theater, like the day before, the day of, like everything becomes really real, and then you get kind of nervous and everything. But I feel like all the hard work that you put in throughout the entire year really shows when you're on stage.
Dude, that's so good. Oh my god. It is currently Sunday, April 23rd, which is the day of the performance. It's about to turn 7 a.m. I'm about to head up to Irvine right now. Good morning, Michael. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, today is show day. I hope everyone is awake because we have stuff to do. So for now, we're gonna go in.
Right now, help bring in props. And then once you're done, go sit in the audience.
Hello guys, what are we doing today?
You know, we're doing our pre-run-through for the day, and then we have our actual show. So I'm already so pumped, you know, 8 a.m.
You sound very excited.
Yeah, great start to the morning.
From 8 to like 11:30, we're gonna be blocking every act. So just be ready to come up when your act is
going up.
What are you feeling right now? I'm feeling pretty excited. I mean, we already got all of our practice done, so whatever happens, happens, you know? Have fun out there. How are you feeling about the show?
Really excited. Really ready. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's go! I'm a gun, run!
Yeah, well, I'm excited for it to happen. It's gonna be a long day. Overall, I'm excited. Every year I'm excited for it. Like, number one, to get it over with, but also number two, to just like show all the hard work that we've been working towards throughout like this entire year. I can't wait to see everyone go full out.
During Skit, a lot of people are going to be walking in and out of this area. So once again, hot mic, be careful. Like, don't worry about them. Don't talk to them. They have places to be. We have things to do, you know?
Just because the doors close doesn't mean you can start talking and get louder. And I don't know, keep your ears peeled because Pearson and I will be trying to get your attention, but very quietly.
Or if you're like a ninja or an actor or anything and you go like over there, don't clutter the mic table because the mic people really need that space.
And in general, just keep stage left kind of clear because a lot of people are going to be moving through.
Right now, we're just doing some blocking. The rest of us are just kind of chilling right now, just waiting to do our own blocking. You know what it is. We are here.
Let's try and make it a goal not to like go past that line. If we do, we're not gonna fall, but
How's it going, Allison?
Okay, good.
Basically, where Max is right now, you want this bed?
Like, yeah, like where the lamp is, we'll put the bed there, and then we'll just move this side over as well. So,
I'm 6 feet from the bed to the whiteboard.
Wow.
We're gonna be starting like full rehearsal, which means like full out and changing into your change of costumes or your modern dress.
I'm pretty nervous, but I think performing always makes me nervous. I do have a bit of stage fright, which is something that people always have fun finding out about me because I perform like all the time. But I'm excited, so we'll see how it turns out.
Hello, Allison. How are you feeling right now?
How do I describe how I'm feeling?
Like, are you okay?
Like tired. And if I exert myself too much, I can't breathe.
Well, it's okay. You only really need to exert yourself
3 more times.
You'll be okay. You can't say that on camera.
Put me out to pasture.
We are less than an hour away from the show starting. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right, really tired. It hasn't really hit me yet, but I know for sure at the very last minute, right when I go up there with Tanya and Momo, oh man,
So that one?
Oh, my line? My line?
Yeah.
Actually,
My attitude?
You must be out of your mind. These people think that they're making a difference. I think they're pretending. Oh my god.
We're like in the scene, if we're like on stage, right? We don't cut from stage left all the way to stage right. Okay.
Go around.
Please use the doors,
Yeah.
because it looks kind of messy when you're just using the transition to get to the other side of the stage.
I think some of you were pretty good. Like Seth, you were pretty good.
I'm being loud?
You were good, yeah. You guys really have to project and be louder. It's not like you're yelling, but just projecting and using like outside noise. Yeah. So people are pretty quiet, most notably Max, Jace, Daniel, Harry.
No, Harry was loud.
No, Harry, you're good.
Keep in mind that like, even though you have the mic, that doesn't automatically mean that you're going to be loud. So you still want to just project. Like we can only turn the mics up so high before they start to interfere with other things. So still act as if you're in the arc and still trying to talk to the people in the back. The mic will help you with that, but it's not meant to be the only way you're heard. If that makes sense.
Worst case scenario, them in the sound they can turn you down if you're too loud. Right. So don't worry about being too loud. Just make sure everyone can hear you.
Yeah, otherwise, good job. I know we didn't run a couple scenes, but I think you guys will be fine. We've run a million times, so I think you guys be chilling.
And huge thank you to the mic girls. I know you guys.
Let's get this as loud as we can, yeah? Let's get all the nerves out. Ready? Skit on 3! Skit on me! 1, 2, 3, skit!
I'm sure I'm speaking for everyone, but the people that I've met here are really cool people, and it is sad to be seeing. It's fun seeing everyone having a good time, but it's kind of sad that that's kind of the wrap for the whole year and for seniors as a whole. Maybe I won't be as emotional as some others will be because it's only been one quarter, but I know that it will be very reminiscent for some other seniors.
The curtains, stay like far behind that diagonal line in each of the wings.
Don't talk on stage, even for like modern or tones. The audience can hear the chatter. So only talk once you leave like the stage area and the backstage area.
Oh, curtain call. We didn't get a chance to practice, but running it through like twice during that one run through was pretty good. Whoever is at the end on the left side, count down from 3 quietly, and then grab everyone's hands, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then move back. And then if you're in multiple acts, just keep coming forward until you're finished. On a happier note, I'm very proud of every single one of you. I've seen you guys grow like a lot, so I'm very happy to have like been the director for this. And Momo is getting her hair done, but I'm sure she's proud of you too. Yeah, so thank you, everyone.
What would you like to say to people who might be thinking of doing CN in the future?
If you're thinking about it, you should just go.
Just do it. Do it.
I'd say if you're interested in doing CN, you should definitely come out to the practices.
Pick a day to come in, see if you like it, and if you do, stay.
It's better to try it out and see if you like it or not.
If you've never been on stage before, like a performer, like in high school, and that's like something you really regret, like I think you should definitely do CN.
I think my biggest regret from last year when only was in Modern 2 was that I wish I was on stage more.
Of course, it's scary being on stage, but college is about, trying new experiences and learning more about yourself.
At least for the most part, the people that are in CNX aren't like dancers. Like we're not in dance clubs and we're not like singers, Maybe some of us are, but for the most part, everyone's just trying new stuff like you.
It's a lot of fun, like putting it all together. You're really proud of yourself when you see it all come together on the stage.
It might seem kind of scary, like if you have stage fright or anything, but when you're up there in the theater with all of your friends, like showing all of the fruits of your effort, it's so much fun to be able to like just show everyone what you've been doing, because your family sometimes comes to watch CN or like your friends, and it's just a really great way to kind of like showcase what Tomo is.
the thrill of being on stage is just really rewarding. The family that you create with all the people in your act, and like the Saturday rehearsals are really just kind of like a bonding exercise.
I think like a lot of things in Tomo, you get what you put in. So the more you put into CN, the more you get out of it.
Especially later in life, you'll look back on these experiences and think, wow, that was so fun, that was so life-changing even.
Even if that just means like being in one act or like one part of Stomps, it's still very fun, I think, to just be a part of something so big.
And as long as you're having fun, it'll turn out alright. Join Modern, join Tones, join Odori, join Skit, join Stomps for sure.
It'll be worth it. Like everything, all that practice, it'll totally be worth it. So do it.
If you're thinking about it, if you're even interested, do it.
Thank you guys. Good luck, everyone.
My name is Marissa. I'm a 4th year, and
It's okay. Do you need a loan? Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Bye.
Bye.
So sorry.
No, it's okay.
Don't worry.
We'll cut it out.
I think that my singing voice isn't as nice as my redo. My singing voice is fine.
Hi, my name is Josh Rodriguez. Wait, let me do it again.
And I'm interviewing for Odori. Yeah. No!
What is that? Wait, is that too zoomed in? I can't even. Oh, it's a wild Max.
I don't see any pictures being taken.
We're videotaping.
Oh, it's a video?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a wild Andrew interacting with the wild Harry. Ah!
Did you get it?
That's recording.
I was recording.
Honestly, it just makes me feel old. But I'm ready. My time is 9.
You gotta stop saying that. We're gonna die soon.
Yeah. What the heck?
So now all of you.
Got it? Yeah. Nice.
Whatever the note is. And you have to be in tune with the music for this part. So let's just do.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You're
You're a poop.
I'm like, single, thank you.
What just happened?
Say it out loud.
You didn't get it? You're a poop.
So mean. What did I do to you?
Bro, what is this? Grade school? Wait, you're oh, okay. You got it, Aki, you got it.
Let's get the most out of this color, like periods.
Japanese and social American social and cultural club here on campus. I'm your president, Taylor Onishi.
After the cheers,
Yeah,
when people start
definitely.
cheering, people are probably gonna giggle in the audience. So that
What do you mean? What we just spent a lot.
Oh, this is insane.
Getting a one-piece chicken joy with jolly spaghetti and a cheesy yum burger.
I'm like, weren't you in charge of paintbrushes? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, that was 2 scenes ago.
You got it though.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Sorry.